My name is Barrister Stephen Nwoga. I'm a legal practitioner. I have varied interests and investments in leasing, oil and gas, banking, and different sectors of the economy. I'd like to talk about core areas we can look at to make economies more productive. I believe that we should look at creating new economies. The world is leaving us behind. We can create new economies by having dry ports, building different incubation centers, entrepreneurship incubation centers, technology incubation centers, service incubation centers, and looking at different sectors of future economies that we need to start building now, because the world is leaving us behind. You have service economies like Dubai. Dubai was created in the past 20 years, but they're doing astronomically well because they looked at the future. What can we do now? What can we start doing now that will make our economies much more productive? We have in many states a high number of unemployed and underemployed people. If we begin to train them, if we begin to give them skill sets for future economies, if you develop an entrepreneurship incubation center, it begins to teach our youth, it begins to teach our unemployed how to create wealth from very simple things. For example, in Nigeria now, I don't think we manufacture bras, I don't think we manufacture boxer shorts, but we have a very high population, about 170 million people. If we begin to train youth and make them see that they can create value, that they can become millionaires by their own hands. Now, what incubation centers does is that it concentrates skill sets in certain areas. It brings investments in certain areas. In Singapore, many years back, they decided they would look at future economies and begin to train their people towards those economies. Now it's one of the wealthiest city-states we have in the world because they had technology incubators. They brought in experts from different areas in the world. Those areas trained their local people in those, give them the right skill sets. We should also do that in governance. Now the world is looking towards technology. We should begin to train our youth towards future technologies. How can they do better in science so that they begin to find ways of creating solutions? The world is moving towards solutions. So I believe that with incubators, different types of incubators, we can begin to make, change our culture to value-adding culture. So I believe that is what governance should create, an enabling environment, create places where investors can come and concentrate these incubators. Oge eruola oge ndị na-achị anyị ga-eche ihe a ga-eme maka ọganihu obodo, maka mmepe obodo. Oge eruola.